Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite host to your favorite show back once again to fuck with anyone dumb enough to accept the invitation. It does appear that the show has been turned into a radio show due to the rather violent outcomes of, well, every one of the original recordings, really. But it seems from now on, all of my guests will be just rather calling in rather than actually appearing. But that's okay, it's still my favorite part of the week. It's Face Your Fears with CPW's only resident king. Well, true king, anyways. It appears that, my simple-minded friend, my guest today is none other than the Lion Fart! Woo! Welcome to the show, Big Mouth. But how is your geriatric ward treating those hemorrhoids, by the way?
They're treating really good. I get hemorrhoids when I beat the hell out of people like you, Randy King, and make you flee, the king of flea, you know? Not like flea the size you are, like F-L-E-A, you tiny little parasite. I am afraid of you, king of fear. I hate fleas. But how about king of flea, F-L-E-E? Anyway, yeah, hemorrhoids are horrible when you pick up people like you and slam them down, and your hemorrhoids pop out, like your brains popped out, king of fear.
Well, isn't that just fan-fucking-tastic? You're such a sweet guy. Such a nice guy, isn't he? Yeah, no one cares. You see, I hope that nurse forgets to change your bedpan. That way you get stuck in like a rather shitty situation. It's cute that you're trying to play off of your fear of me, though. You see, seriously, you deciding to join the Violator and Bullet Club came out as a surprise to many people. What made you decide to join the what do they call them? This so-called Antichrist of promo wrestling itself?
Well, you know, the Bullet Club was laughed at, mocked at. They were a bunch of jobbers. I hate to say this, but my boy Eric Jesse, who's like a lot like me, he don't care what fucking people think about him. He just does what he does and knows what he does is right for him. So what is right for me was to leave the revolution because we did what we wanted to do. We overthrew Cece, who actually kind of like almost in some weird, sick, perverted way. Kind of like how I like you, King of Fear. Anyway, the Bullet Club is the number one faction because I'm in it. And I actually, with me and Eric, we have got the hottest group of shit-talking, sidewalk slamming, badass young dudes. All of them are phenomenal. Every one of them.
Well, you realize how full of shit you are yourself. It's rather obviously that you're full of both shit and yourself. But I noticed in the ring that you have been on a rather spectacular streak as of lately. What one guy do you think causes you the largest threat?
Yeah, I love shit. I call myself the shit talker specialist. I'm a Facebook world champion, which is the biggest belt of them all, if you really think about it. I won the internet championship with CPW. I shit on Robert Miller. It felt great. Shit is good. You know that. If you shit every day, several times a day, you're a healthy person. So, what do you want? I'm the king of shit. You're the king of fear. Fear, shit, isn't it all the same thing?
Well, I almost kept expecting you to talk out your ass, kind of like a big old whoopee cushion. Hot air disguised as flatulence. I like good old Robbie myself. Good old Cutthroat. I heard some people think that when I did that promo, I did him better than he does. You guys that diarrhea of the mouth, you got that shit down to an art. And, like two identical ass cheeks, well, that do nothing. Nothing, but just keep spraying shit. Speaking of ass cheeks, did you look the other day when I told you to check? Be honest.
No, I don't really take steroids. If I took steroids, I wouldn't be able to fit on this Facebook page of y'all. CPW, I couldn't get in the door. You don't want me on steroids, King of Fear. You would know what fear really is. Because I've enough hospitality now. Excuse me, hostility. What the hell am I talking about? Hospitality. I'm from the South. What can I say? I got plenty of hostility now. I don't need any growth hormone or DECA to enhance my natural rage to the world.
It was just a joke there, big guy. There's no need for hostility or hospitality for that matter. But you're not helping yourself with roid rage. That's what it is. And Fabio truly needs to get a grip with reality, don't you think? I mean, I expected a answer, but it sounds more like your feelings are actually a little bit hurt. Can you get those man thongs out of the bunch that they must be in? But anyways, tonight is an NFL draft, and I'm personally a Dolphins fan. Go Fins, baby. But I hear you're a Steelers fan. What are your thoughts on tonight's draft?
Basically, who cares who Minnesota drafts? I mean, they're never won a Super Bowl. They're kind of like the Miami Dolphins of the, the current. I mean, yeah, there was an undefeated team when I was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old, like in the 70s. They won a couple of Super Bowls. But since then, they basically went to a couple of Super Bowls and got destroyed. I mean, yeah, I was a big Dan Marino fan, but hey, the Dolphins.
Somebody give me some stock on
suck.
this. I'm getting
I'm a
tired.
Steelers fan. We don't worry about who we draft. We just win championships.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to be honest. I'm excited. Not just as a Fins fan, but as an NFL fan in general. I mean, it's going to be an intriguing draft, that's for sure. It'll be interesting to see how things shake out. And being here in Minnesota, I mean, tonight, well, it may prevent me from being there live, but I will be keeping tabs on the happenings. You can bet your ass. See, just last week, Miami had offered for me to get their first round draft choice, his jersey there on the stage on behalf of the Dolphins. But, I had to come on down to Paisley Park, however, for tonight's event. Unfortunately, I had to turn down that offer from the Fins, but I wasn't going to turn down the opportunity to represent CPW tonight. Speaking of, what are your reflections on the great one, the Prince, passing?
I mean, I was a big fan of Prince. I mean, I compared him to Raphael Benjamin, which is a compliment before our match 2 weeks ago. I'm in disbelief that he died. I mean, another weird moment on the page. Some people probably looked at me like I was a bad person. Like, no, I'm a huge Prince fan. I compared him to Raphael. I didn't want him to die. I mean, I killed Raphael reckless, but I didn't want Prince to die. I mean, I thought Prince was so much better than Michael Jackson. I was a huge Michael Jackson fan as a child. My dad would walk in and go, "What the hell are you doing?" I'd be sitting there watching the Jacksons instead of the Osmonds. I'm like, I hate the Osmonds, Dad. They're white.
Oh, definitely. They're definitely white, but, yeah. Anyways, Prince's passing really was sad news. He was and remains a true legend and an icon. A true trailblazer. Unlike numbnuts here. I mean, the great blonde Pippi Longstockings herself. I mean, himself. You must confuse yourself daily. But they're white. Really? Anyways, I wonder if there's anything in the whole world that shuts you up. I bet you are, what do they call that? A sleepwalker? No, sleep talker.
Yeah, I sleep all night. No, I talk shit all night. Excuse me. I sleep all day. Yeah, it's hard there, King. Being a full-time employee, I have my own job, my own business, AH, Property Preservation, LLC, above awesome, the AA stands for. I do a lot of great charity work. I train children. I coach little league teams. Yeah. Sleep. I wouldn't know what sleep was if it slapped me in my face.
Oh, I want to slap you in your face. But anyways, X point game match. Thanks for always making it easy for me. Thanks for making it easy for my point to be made. You see, I was waiting for the tears and the tissues there from the big fella. Isn't he great, guys? Then again, the awesome one. Woo! Would be a great one at a talk show. It would be a perfect fit, don't you think? I mean, by the way, the tag tourneys dwindled down to 6. Is there anyone other than yourselves that you think could pull off the big ol' upset?
Well, I mean, my boys, him and MMM, him, yeah, they're going to dominate. I already saw that. Me and Eric Jesse, the God and the GOAT, we have a really acute eye for talent, if you haven't noticed. I mean, we got the professor on our side. Hey, a legend. You already knew about him. You remember you put him up against me and screwed me over. Oh, yeah, I haven't forgotten. about it now. That's what friends do, laugh over our stupid ass decisions.
Except for your brain skipping that for a second. That was spoken like the true pompous ass that you are. Always about you, isn't it? Always about you. I can see why you and the Violator get along so well. I mean, I kind of figured that played into it a good bit. But, well, anyways, what are your plans for the CPW Championship? Have you decided, or are you too busy teaching Fuck for Brains Violator how to suck his own dick? I'm waiting.
I mean, if your dick is long enough, why wouldn't you suck it?
Huh?
I mean, what do you want? I hit like on every one of my statuses on Facebook. I don't do anything I don't love. So why not love it? I love my cock. I mean, hey, what do you want me to say? And me and Eric Jesse do get along very good. Hell, me and you get along good. I get along with everybody if you really think about it. If they get to know me. Everybody just wants to focus on Thomas and his promos. Cutting himself and bleeding, smashing toilets, smashing egos and hearts and pride and hurting feelings. See, I learned something in No Holds Bar Wrestling where I started at. Fuck feelings.
Blah, 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 blah. You know, honestly, when you speak, all I hear is, where the hell is my Viagra? My goddamn balls are shrinking. Whoo! You know that Viagra doesn't fix that, right? Well, anyways, there's one last question before time runs out. And, well, there's many fans. Many fans have clamored for you and I to face off, labeling it as a so-called dream match. Is this a match you would like to have? Maybe another guy you might like to face?
Well, you asked me a question about who would give me a problem. Hell, nobody's going to give me a problem. I'm going to give people a problem. There ain't nobody going to give me a problem. See, I'm the solution. I'm the answer. I'm awesome. I'm Lionheart. I'm not lying. I'm all heart. I'm not lying. I think you might be a problem, King of Fear. We talked about it. Don't be coy. Don't be shy like you like to be. You like to poke, don't you? Your little Yankee New York bullshit accent and humor. I'm from the South. I'll just punch you right in the face, knock you out, take your belt. And in this alliance, I don't want to go against anybody in my faction, but I believe anybody in my faction can impose a problem. The Gladiator, Triple M, him, the Professor, and my favorite, Limelight. I got a monster. Yeah, Edward Ludwig.
Wait, what? Huh? I couldn't hear you aside from the fact that your ego is once again growing. This just in! Awesome's head is so large, he can no longer compete. It will need surgery to decompress the bullshit that's stuck between his ears. He's a good guy, that Lion Club. Well, yeah, no, well, they're signaling for me to wrap it up. And, well, this is your World Heavyweight Championship. It's the king and the home of the prince. And until next time...